guys, it's Bree Simulated here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. So today what we're going to be doing is going ahead and doing a little bit of a longer than usual creator sim video. So in this video I am creating a very large family that is suited to go into the house that I built for the Jinx Jupiter Save collab. So basically, if you didn't know, or if you haven't seen that build video, I will leave it linked below as long as with Jinx's channel. But basically what I did was I created a big build on the 64 by 64 lot in Brindleton Bay. So on that build, I'll go ahead and link it. Make sure you check it out because it's a really awesome build. I was really proud of it. It took me a really long time, and fun fact, it was the last build, and I'm pretty sure the last video that I filmed in my old apartment, and so that's really cool. So anyway, enough of that. Basically, I went ahead and created a big house, and it's sort of like a rustic beach mansion vibe, but also a little bit of like modern Victorian, like, anyway, basically it is a beautiful home. I would love to live there, and it's got like a main house and then a house off to the side, and they're sort of separated. They could look like separate lots completely, but they have very similar vibes, very similar exteriors, and also very similar interiors. So the main house belongs to this lady right here, Yvonne, and her husband Jeff, and they have twins who live in the house with them. They live in the upstairs area, and the upstairs area isn't as fancy as the downstairs. The downstairs is all for show. They've got a beautiful like library area, study with an awesome living area, beautiful big kitchen and dining area, a lovely entertaining bar area with, I think they got like a foosball table and a dartboard. They're all about having people over and impressing people as well as entertaining them, but I feel like entertaining is an afterthought. It's all about impressing and showing people we're rich, we have money, and we're fancy. And that comes a lot from Yvonne. She is very family orientated. She loves having a lot of her kids and having her kids around, and she is materialistic and neat. So she's all about the money. If she could have another slot, like another trait slot, it would be snob. But she's very neat. She likes to keep the house very clean and tidy and very presentable. And she also represents that within herself. As you would have seen, she's wearing a lot of blouses. She's always wearing makeup, always wearing jewelry, the finest clothes. But her partner, Jeff, isn't quite the same. He is a little bit more laid back. He still is quite a fancy man because he obviously comes from a lot of money, but he is very chilled out. He doesn't really care that much about his appearance. He's more willing just to wear like a nice t-shirt, but he's not afraid to roll up his sleeves and go out and work in the yard. He loves having a garden and he loves the outdoors, but he also is a little bit of a gloomy sim. If we could have like mental illnesses in this game, I think Jeff would have some form of depression or something like that, because I just feel he is kind of the ideal of, even though you have a lot of money, you aren't happy. The idea that money doesn't buy happiness, and that no amount of money and possessions can make you happy if you have a mental illness. So he is very gloomy and a little bit of a loner. So when he is in a down mood, when he is feeling depressed, he likes to just go out and work in his garden and not be disturbed. When that really doesn't go well with Yvonne a lot of the time, because she's always throwing parties and soirees and having people over, whereas Jeff would rather just sort of keep to himself. Now here you can see their eldest daughter, Leanne. She is a lovely girl. She is a young adult and her parents are adults. As you can see, they have sort of the salt and pepper hair. But she is a lovely young adult. She is a beautiful girl, and she is very prim and proper as well. She gets this from her mama. She doesn't get a lot of her personality from her dad, but she is cheerful, a perfectionist, and ambitious. She wants to be a super parent. She went ahead and had children with a guy, and he is basically not in the picture anymore. He was not ambitious enough. He was not really into the same sort of money and wealth that this family is into. He was too laid back, too casual, and so we don't even know him, you know. He is obliterated from the universe. And they had 2 children together before they decided this though, and Leanne definitely had her children very young. She obviously was born into money. She didn't need to go off and earn herself. Her parents built her a house on their property and gave it to her for free. You know, she doesn't have any kind of bills or debt or mortgage. She just lives and chills. She likes swimming in the pool and relaxing, going to the beach, and She is still a very smart businesswoman. She's very ambitious, very perfectionist, but she's mainly just happy-go-lucky, doesn't have a care in the world because she doesn't have to. There is no stress in her life, and that's why she was more than happy to say bye-bye to her old boy toy. But she very much so wants to take care of her lovely children, which we're going to see a little bit later in the creator sim. Here are the younger children from Yvonne and Jeff. Basically, they had Leanne, and then when they had her, she was an only child for a very long time, which is why they were able to spoil her so much. Yvonne and Jeff had a lot of trouble getting pregnant, and their daughter Leanne was very much a miracle child. It was amazing that they could have her, and they thought that they were blessed to have Leanne. They were going to spoil her for all of their lives, and that was going to be it. They didn't think they were going to be lucky enough to have a child again. But then, once they were very late into their 30s, almost like in their 40s, Yvonne fell pregnant, and it was twins, which I think it's actually statistically more likely that you get pregnant with twins the older you are. So that's why I sort of went with that idea. So yeah, they've got a twin girl and boy, and these kids are very fancy as well, mainly because their mum forces them to, but you will see they have a lot of relaxed outfits as well, and that would be where their dad is stepping in and saying, no, you can wear whatever you want. If you aren't comfortable wearing a suit all day, you can wear like some overalls or whatever. So yeah, their names are Denzel and June, which I think are really quite fancy names, but also more modern, like not like Yvonne. Well, Yvonne could still be a very modern name, but Yvonne definitely suits fancy Yvonne in this creator sim, and the kids' names are a little bit more relaxed compared to her standard. Here we have Adeline, which is the first child I made for Leanne, and she is a little toddler. She is gorgeous. She has got black hair just like her grandma, which is amazing, and maybe her dad had black hair, who knows. But she is very inquisitive. She loves going around and playing and just having a lot of fun. She's a toddler, you know. And here is Spencer. He is Leanne's eldest child, and he is a gorgeous little boy, and he is younger than the twins. So she had him a couple years after the twins were born, and then she had her little tot. This is the end of this creator sim. I hope you enjoyed it. Please go ahead and download them off the gallery. Until next time, I hope you have a very snazzy day, and I'll see you all soon. Bye guys!